What's up, YouTubers? It is I, Brian Hicks, the somewhat less broken arm fan collector. I can actually freaking move it now. Um, well, first off, just let me show you what has happened in here since the last time y'all have seen it. This is I actually did this before I got injured. But I still have a bunch more to hang, as I'm sure you can see. I got a mess. Anyway, so being that I dislocated my shoulder, I had to figure out a way to remove this fan because I sold it, and also to put up other fans, specifically originals. I can pick up the regular fans just fine, and I could pick up and take down the full-size fans without assistance. But I felt like it was risky and I could drop it. So what I did was I thought to myself, okay, now, what can I do to make this work? So what I've done is I went to Home Depot and I bought 3 pulleys and 20 foot of rope. And yes, that is an Emerson Longnose for the as an anchor point, and it kind of floats, just barely picks it, allows me to pick that up, and this just kind of floats there while the rope goes up. Coming down, it's fine. But anyway, so I said to myself, I've got to be able to hang these with one hand. And I said, after I figured out this works, I said, I probably should make a video about this with the title of How to Install a Hunter Original Ceiling Fan on a High Ceiling. I actually done this before on a 25-foot ceiling, except I didn't use a carabiner, and we just tied the rope around the down rod. It was a 6-foot long down rod. We tied it around the down rod with a pair of vice grips to hold it. And so anyway, so I said, after I realized that this worked, this would be useful for somebody who needs to install one of these on the high ceiling, because you always have wood on the ceiling, or most of the time you have wood. Like, you have your electrical box, and then there's a joist 6 inches or 12 inches or so away. So I said, it'd be great if I could show somebody how to do this. And with one hand, with this, I can get this fan in this bracket and take it out. I mean, it's a bit difficult, but I can do it. And then I can also pull it out the same way with one hand. So it enabled me, while I was injured, to be able to take this down. And to lower it, I'm going to have to pause this video real quick so I can get 2 hands. I got to have a hand for the rope and a hand for the vise, or else that will go crashing down. So anyway, I have the rope in my hand now, and I'm going to lower it. And obviously I'm out of rope here, so I got to... And the fan is lowered safely to the floor. Now, if you're not using this multiple times, and to be perfectly honest with you, a single pulley works just fine. And actually, for whatever reason, they say that the more pulleys you have, the easier it's supposed to be. But in this case, it seems like the single pulley is actually easier for me. I'm not really sure what's going on there, because physics says that the more pulleys you have going, up and down, the less force you have to use to lift it. I'm probably doing it wrong. But I mean, like I said, this is a good idea for somebody who needs to install a fan on a really high ceiling, because I mean that's a whole lot safer than you being on a ladder and trying to lug that thing up there with you. But anyway, that's all I got. I just wanted to share that with y'all. Have a good night, and thank you. Brian Hicks, the Deep Voice Fan Collector, out for a little while. And keep watching my channel, because there's a lot of things coming. A lot of things.